All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm bringing you an interesting token. I love the interesting tokens. In fact, two of them, milk and butter tokens. So it's two different tokens made by the same developers. And it's sort of a gamified charity token. So it's sort of like a gamified charity DeFi token as they advertise. The purpose of milk and butter tokens is to provide a fun way for token holders to give back to society. Both the milk and butter tokens are deflationary. The total supply of the tokens decreases with time. Charity fees are collected on every butter transaction, and the holders of butter token can use their tokens to cast their votes on which charity should receive the next donation. So, at first glance, it is a charity token, which is super awesome. However, from an investor standpoint, this is also a pretty good token. So let me just talk about these two different ones. So first of all, you have milk token, and that's what you buy. And you can also buy butter token as well. But milk token has a supply of something like 1 quadrillion tokens, and a ton of them get burned all the time. So at first glance, it has virtually no value. So you can buy an unbelievable amount of these tokens for basically any price, because it's so low right now. And then you stake milk into butter. So you churn the milk into butter, and we'll get into that in just a second, which I think is pretty clever. And then you have butter tokens, which also have something like 1 quadrillion supply. However, it's been going and trending upwards because the price is so low that basically the coin has to go up at this point. It's sort of like Hex when it was worth less than 1 Satoshi. There's nowhere to go but up. However, this isn't Hex. This isn't one of those things. This is a charity token, and you can still make money off of it if you have the investor mindset. So basically there's 7,800 milk holders according to the site, so not that many. 1,400 butter holders. Burned milk tokens are already in the billions. So we have something like, trillion, so 311 trillion burned milk tokens already, and burned butter tokens is at 503 million tokens. So they do actual charity. Their Twitter is actually pretty hopping. Only 1,576 subscribers now, but they just formed it in March. But you can see there's plenty of activity on this, and in fact, they were chosen as they were trending on CoinMarketCap, etc., because of all the searches and whatnot. So let me tell you how this works. So basically, you will stake your tokens. So you can go here from milktoken.net. That's going to be in the description below. Your wallet is effectively going to be a MetaMask or Web3, your BSC wallet, if you will. And you have to connect that and have that in your browser first. But then you go to churn butter. So when you click on butter churn, you have to install MetaMask, of course, and when you have these in your MetaMask, it will show down here. So your milk token balance, it will show your balance, it will show your butter token balance, and you can stake up to 50% of your milk holdings. So no more, no more than 50% of your milk holdings on milktoken.net here. So basically, from milk that you paid virtually nothing for, you get butter. And butter is worth significantly more than milk. So you're essentially turning in your extremely cheap tokens for more expensive tokens. So that's income in itself. And from an investor standpoint, I mean, the coin is still trending upwards and it's very new. So you can unstake the milk and you can claim your earned butter here. So that's how you go about doing that. And you go about buying it, of course, with your Binance Smart Chain. So once you have your tokens, you can actually vote for charities. So basically, these actually get burned. Let me see the, here we go. The butter token is a charity burn staking rewards token. So 5% of transactions using butter token are collected by the butter token contract and sold into BNB, and that's reserved to be collected by the charity wallet, which then goes out to these voted on charities. So No Kid Hungry, Feeding America, Beast Philanthropy, Food for Life, life. So all those, and I believe that's actually Mr. Beast. So that's actually kind of interesting. I just realized that. 2% liquidity. So the Butter token contract takes 2% of every contract and locks those tokens into a liquidity pair to ensure it's always tradable on PancakeSwap. And these are burned as well. So the price is always just increasing due to demand over time. A 2% staking reward. So milk holders who have staked their milk in the Butter churn, which is their staking pool, which I just find humorous, earn 2% of every Butter transaction proportional to their share of the milk staking pool. So not only are you turning your milk, which you paid very, very little for, into Butter, which has a higher value than milk, you're also receiving Butter based on how much milk you are currently churning. So 1% expenses fee. So 1% of Butter transactions are sold into BNB and reserved in the contract to be collected by an expenses wallet for use in marketing and promotional and business related expenses of the project. They also have some news if you guys are interested in this. They do actual charity. So they have given to charity as well following a massive donation of over 6F valued at 13,000. The Food for Life charity added Butter token to their list of official partners, making history as the first BEP20 charity token to officially partner with a food-based charity. So feeding some hungry kids, that's always good. Initial release on their roadmap, the Milk and Butter tokens were released in Q1 2021, followed by the first donations utilized funds generated from the system. 4,000 was donated to charity in Q1. Governance and gamification. So Butter tokens will allow holders to vote and suggest charities that the charity funds will be donated to. Games hosted on the site will allow players to earn Butter and Milk tokens. So it appears that the voting, the governance is already a thing, but I'm not sure if the games is currently a thing. So they're working on it. So I think that's approximately where they're at in the roadmap. Marketing and merchandise. The Milk token team is actively working to promote the Milk and Butter tokens, usually utilizing paid ad networks and social media influencers. Developers of Milk Butter merchandise, where a percentage of sales are reserved to be donated to charity. I want a Milk and Butter shirt. Let the developers know. Everybody email the developers. MrSotko wants a Milk and Butter shirt. NFT merch farming. Holders of Milk and Butter will be able to use these tokens to farm for digital collectibles in the form of NFTs. Digital collectibles aside, the Milk team hopes to develop a system by which the real-world collectibles and items can be earned through the use of Butter and Milk tokens. Again, so a pretty interesting project, and that's pretty much the coverage of it. We'll take a look at the BSC token in just a second here. But yeah, you can use PancakeSwap. You could just easily swap this. You just connect your MetaMask or your BSC wallet, etc. Milk on the BSC scan here is a total supply of 1 trillion milk with about 9,197 addresses, 29,109 transfers. So that's the total supply. So I'm not sure what the total circulating supply is currently because they have burned a significant amount of milk already. And with Butter, it's the same. It says that it has a zero price, but that's not true. I'm not sure why it says that in the contract because you can see that it is trending upwards. So a reasonable investment, to be totally honest. 61 to it's doubled in pretty much a day. So a day you made 100% on your tokens, but transferring them does burn a little bit. But it does go to charity. Similar to Bomb Token. Bomb Token used to, you would move it, and then it would burn away some of the supply for every time you moved it. But this doesn't just get burned, it goes to charity. It's burned and goes to charity. So that's kind of interesting as well. So one quadrillion in supply. Their site is going to be down in the description below. So you will have to have MetaMask or you will have to have BSC in order to buy this. Tripping over my own words here. I promise I can talk. I can also pronounce everybody's names exactly correct, and just in case you guys watch the show all the time, everybody else knows that I can do that very well. But they have a Twitter, a Telegram, a Discord, and a YouTube. So check those out if you get the opportunity as well. Follow them on Twitter, and because they're pretty active on Twitter. There's this new posts pretty much many times a day. And I'm really actually glad that they have a Discord, because if anybody knows me that has watched my channel for any period of time, I absolutely hate Telegram, but I love Discord. So Discord is great. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the new coin of the week. And I'll have more coming eventually. My channel for a while there, I just really didn't talk about coins that much, like individual coins that I come across or that I see or that people talk about. For the longest time, I was just basically doing news and tutorials, but I would like to get into talking about coins from time to time, because that is cryptocurrency and the new stuff is the good stuff. But either way, I think from an investor standpoint, this is actually a pretty good token, because it's just so low in value that, you know, going down, there's really not much further to go down from here. And this is basically from the start, from May 5th, this was being tracked to May 6th. And it's already more than doubled in price. But that's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As usual, I will see you guys next time.